Here we are on a gorgeous evening in June. It's been a really busy weekend, lots of activity. I was out at the farmers market on Saturday as a vendor. I'm sure if you've been reading along in my blog, you know about the 3-week stint that I'm doing at the Flesherton Farmers Market. And so it's been really busy. We had a lot of family up visiting this weekend, and so now I'm just sitting down with a nice relaxing glass of iced tea. I brewed this. This was a vanilla chai black tea that I purchased from Tastea Treats at the Flesherton Market this weekend. And I also had a chance to sit down with the proprietor of Tastea Treats, Jenny McQuaid, and she was really very knowledgeable. She just absolutely loves tea and loved to was very free with your information and filling us in and learning. So I've got a few videos for you just to so that I can share that information with you as well. Enjoy. So just looking across the table, we can see the cookie cutters, the teapot cookie cutters, the infusers. We've got the Chinese Gaiwans, travel mugs, or travel brewers, I should say, and a cold brew in process.
So these are the gaiwans. They're used in Chinese tea ceremonies. So they put the leaves and the water both in the bowl, let it steep for a short period of time because there's more leaf versus water than there's in a normal teacup or teapot. And then when it's ready, they just pour it across by tipping the lid a bit and pour it into whatever they're going to drink it out of.
Cool.
Travel brewers, you put the water and the tea leaves into the top of them, let them steep. When they're ready, you push the button on the side and the water comes down through to the bottom part, which is a double-walled glass to keep it cool. And it splits in the middle, so you can drink out of your jar and keeps your leaves separate so that you can deal with them when you're ready instead of having to handle them right away. And then they're available for re-steeping. For any good quality tea, you should be able to re-steep at least once.
Very good.
And it all comes apart for cleaning.
Can you tell us the difference between green and black and the different types of tea that you have?
Okay, well, green tea is very lightly processed. It's picked and steamed very quickly so that it doesn't ferment and turn brown and oxidize. Brown tea is a fully oxidized tea, so it goes through a full fermentation and oxidation process. And oolong is somewhere in between that. A Pu-erh is an aged tea, so it takes either a green or a black tea, and it's packed usually into cakes of tea and is aged for often around 6 years. Longer. They can be quite expensive if you get, well, they have collectors for Pu-erh tea because there are various ages and various regions that they're done in.
Are they all coming from the same plant? The
It all
green and the
comes
black?
from
Yeah.
a Camellia sinensis plant. All proper tea comes from a Camellia sinensis. I mean, of course, there's herbals as well that are mixed, and it's known as a tisane, but typically we call them teas anyway. There's also white tea, which is similar to a green tea, but it just uses the little buds when they first have. They have little white hairs on it, so that's why it's called white tea.
Nice. Thank you.
You're welcome. There are a couple different ways you can make an iced tea. One is by doing a cold brew, which is what I'm doing here, and you just throw the leaves in and you throw your cold water in and you leave it sit for probably about 4 hours before the flavor seeps through it. Usually when you're doing a cold brew, you put about twice as much as you normally would for the same quantity of tea. You can also do an iced tea fairly quickly by putting about twice as much tea as you normally would into a small amount of hot water, and then once that steeps the normal steeping time, adding cold water, pouring it across over ice, and it cools it fairly quickly, or by brewing your tea the same as you normally would and letting it chill in the fridge.
Nice.
It's easier to add sugar to it while it's still hot, but if you're not sure how much you need, you can do sugar by adding half water and half sugar together when it's hot water, stirring it in and then letting that cool and using the sugar syrup to sweeten iced tea.